The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 185, NASDAQ off 52, S&P's down 17. Gold contracts catching a bid up 920, 15.80 an ounce. You get silver up 20 cents, $17.70 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 44 cents, $51.62 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note up 5 ticks, trading 130.27. 30-year up 12 ticks at 162.02. And King Dollar still trying to get in that higher range. Almost got there yesterday and gave it up, and this morning down 51 ticks. It's still teetering at that number. We're at 98,998. The number today is about 99,500.
Okay.
Euro is at 108. The yen is at 109.70. The pound is at 130 to 1 U.S. dollar. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim, as we do every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, Kevin and his team, outstanding program, every trading day, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. If you want to understand the option market, option strategies, futures, great program. If you haven't test-driven yet the Thinkorswim platform, real easy to do. You're sitting on the site right now. Just hit that banner, bring it up. They'll allow you to trade with paper money. You can follow Kevin and his team every trading day. Kevin Hinks, Tommy, and I, on the way in here today, we have Fritos and Doritos. And we're putting them together because we hear that that's your favorite, man.
That's, you know, it's good to know that you guys are paying attention to the show because, you know, whenever we talk about Pepsi, and which had earnings last night, pretty good numbers, but the stock is pretty unchanged. That's how do we think that might happen? Because I traded it from 1986 to 2006, including being the specialist in Pepsi, along with GE. So that was in my pit as well. So I've been trading Pepsi for a long time, and you can make the case that the company should probably be named Frito-Lay right now because of how important the Eatos are to their bottom line.
Folks, okay, so Kevin and his team, if you haven't listened to the program, please listen to it because you can learn so much. It's amazing. And it's always a variety. Yesterday, it blew my mind, man. So Pepsi has 93, right? Different brands. You know, and they were talking about that. What other, like with Coke is Coke, okay? But with Pepsi, you could name it Doritos. You could name it what is the
Taco Bell.
Gatorade?
Okay.
Taco
Gatorade.
Bell, right? So here,
hold on. Yum Brands is now Taco Bell.
Sorry.
But guess what? Yum Brands, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and Pizza Hut, which is Yum Brands, right?
Yeah.
That used to be Pepsi. Pepsi spun them off in the 90s.
That's a
My brain still goes there
Isn't it?
somehow.
No,
And I know
that's
that, but
pretty
it
cool,
does,
man.
yeah.
So yesterday what they did, folks, and I'd love to walk through this, Kevin, right? Because you were setting up an iron condor, right?
Right, exactly.
And let me ask you something before we get into that. At these prices, right, I've been seeing, you've been setting up more iron condors, right? It seems.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So can you explain how that works and you know, in this case, you're going to be right on, man. It's kind of nice. It's down $2, and I think the spread was something around $2.50 on each side. Right?
Yeah. The way what an iron condor basically is, you can describe it two ways. You can describe it with a short strangle and along the wings, or you can describe it, which is an easier way and more palatable for a retail customer, is you're short a put vertical below the market and a call vertical above the market.
Okay.
And what we do is we look at the expected one-day move in that event week, that event expiration. We take advantage of the higher implied volatility, and we sell a risk-defined strategy that if we think it's not going to make more than the move, we put on something that's range-bound. If we think it may go bigger than the move, then we put on something that exemplifies a move outside that range. And, you know, Pepsi, having a history with Pepsi, I can tell you that it just doesn't like to make big on earnings. It'll make big moves on other announcements, but not necessarily earnings. And sure enough, we're getting a very muted reaction here in Pepsi. And right now, with the stock trading 144, we're short the 142 puts and the 149 calls.
Nice.
So both of those are going towards zero. And with only 1 day to go, we're having a nice little day in PepsiCo.
Yeah, and the education, I think we're all hooked on Doritos. I don't think you can eat a Dorito and not have the whole bag. I mean,
Isn't that Lay's?
I can't even buy them.
You can't just have one. That's Lay's. That's not fair. No, I know.
No, you literally can't.
They got
even
good
buy
products. I think would agree.
And I'm definitely going to try that.
We like to joke,
I'm going to definitely try that combination, man.
I used to love Fritos.
I did too.
That was my favorite as a kid.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Frito-Lay.
I still can't have, like I make the meal that I cook for my kids is the meal that got me through college, which is Sloppy Joe's. And you can't have Sloppy Joe's without Fritos.
You need a little crisp in there.
They are good.
That's right.
They are
a little
good.
corn chip crisp.
You got to love it.
There we go.
You got to love it. So what are we going to be talking about today, Kevin?
Today's an easy one, guys. We got earnings tomorrow and after the bell today in Roku and NVIDIA.
Nice.
So two high flyers that we're going to cover today on Fast Market.
Yeah, and they're both, the NVIDIA's been on a run, man. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Now it's running into some heavy resistance from that last October, man. Holy cow. Last October it took itself, but the bottom line is that these chips have been moving this market, right? Yeah.
Yeah, what we do is we look at each one. We evaluate the expected moves, the volatilities, and the expected one-day move, and we put on a good, sound, fundamental trade on each one of those today.
Look at that. We're on the Thinkorswim platform right now, folks. If you're watching Tiger TV, look at that move. They're expecting $17.24 right now.
NVIDIA's been a volatile stock, man. Ooh. I bet Roku. Let's see what Roku's coming at right now. 139, and they're looking for 18. That's like almost 14%, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big move.
That's pretty cool.
That's a lot of premium.
And that's what you're getting.
Yes.
And so what you're trading, when you look at these events and these event expressions, you're trading that move.
Right.
The move that, Tommy, that you just pointed out.
Yeah.
Do you think it's going to make that move or not make that move? And that's the number one of the decisions that we make. That being said, everything is risk-defined, fundamentally sound, high probability, and what we try to do on everything we do is collect option decay, not pay it.
Right.
And there's a lot there, man. We just got the buys, the puts, and the calls on Roku, and at the money, they're at about $9.50 on each side. And there's your
big premium.
There's your $19 of premium on
Isn't
both
that
sides,
cool?
man. Yeah.
So if you're watching that screen, folks, okay, that's what you do. You take the call side, right? The put side, add it together. That's where the expected move is.
And it's so cool, even on the Thinkorswim platform, they have all the different expirations, and there's your, implied volatility. The number 1940. How far you want to go out? How far do you think the stock's going to move?
In that right column, yeah.
I love that stuff.
Yeah, it's so applicable, especially to today's markets. I mean, because we're getting a lot of movement.
Yeah.
I mean, we seem to just keep churning higher, but the bottom line is that there's equities are moving, man.
That's right.
They're moving.
And I'll give your viewers one last thought when they think about maybe trading options. In the world we live today, where stocks don't split anymore and things trade at $400 and $500 and $1,000, you got to think about options versus trading stocks outright.
Amazon above 2,000.
Seriously, man. Yeah. Right here, folks, 45 minutes from now. Kevin, you have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the program and have a great weekend. Look forward to speaking to you next Tuesday.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thanks, Kevin.
Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 149, Nasdaq off 35, S&P's down 14, and that was quite an acceleration with the numbers, right?
It was, and I think you're kind of seeing that, yeah, there's a pullback, but the market already said we weren't exactly trusting the numbers from China.
Right.
Because if that was a shock,
right,
and that if that was a wake-up that you shouldn't be trusting everything, the market would be down more than 13 S&P points from an all-time high close, and that's kind of the market saying, well, geez, it's probably saying, this is all that they're lying about.
Yeah.
That would be, I don't want to, it's not great because it's still hundreds of extra people that have just been reported died, 15,000.
Yeah.
But there's still the worry, I would say, out there that you should price in that it's a little bit bigger than they're reporting. And that's obviously the case with that. You can imagine the officials in the room, right, saying, no, only release the numbers of people who actually test positive on the test. And somebody saying, well, we have all these numbers, though, of people who have chest scans who probably have it, said, no, don't report those. Just report the numbers, and then eventually, so it caught up. But who knows what other
market's clawing all the way back.
Yeah.
And then Tesla, you talk about taking he should be taking advantage of it. Bottoming, doing a secondary. Look at this. They're not even selling it off on a secondary.
Can you imagine having some maybe some puts in that equity? We're talking to Kevin Hinks, saying, you know what? It's a little bit high. One of the things that might weigh on it is that they might come out and do an offering. Right. And when they do, my put will benefit.
Should go down.
And it opens up the next day, and it's positive.
Right.
$2 billion offering. The market cap's $140 billion almost. So not too dramatic in terms of the number.
And I don't know how these shots are doing it. See, we have the new number on the shots now. It's 15.88.
Okay.
I mean, that's still an unbelievable number.
Yeah.
It's like...
I mean, it was up to $200 above where it's at right now for a brief moment.
Yeah.
But, yeah, most of those positions in the short. And I love how, if you saw the reporting out there, it says that I think Elon going to buy $10 million of the offering. Okay. Larry Ellison going to buy $1 million of the offering. Yeah. That's like pennies to those guys. Right. 10 million. Why? How? Who's the PR person that even got that put into the? Because it's everywhere on every announcement. And it means zero. It's literally nothing. It's literally if you're an investor out there saying I'm gonna do a common share offering on my company, and I'm going to buy 5 nickels worth of it as I push out $2 billion. You know,
I know.
Just context for what
it is.
Yeah, he's got 34 million shares of a stock trading at $7.69.
It's cool. And there's Larry.
Yeah,
He's got 3 million shares.
not bad.
Yeah, big number.
Yeah.
Natural gas. Let's see, what are we doing? It's Thursday, right?
It sure is. We get the natural gas numbers at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We got natural gas trading at about 185. We're looking at the March contract. So I jumped in here ahead of time and took a look at the 11 a.m. and the noon expiration spreads to see if we had some volatility trades. For the 11 a.m.s, you have a price point of 185, which lines up. You have a bullish spread from 185 to 205, 20 cents of exposure. You're able to get into that at 186.4, so that's 14 ticks above the floor at 185. That one costing you $14. The bearish side, out of the money now on the bearish side by 6 ticks. You're paying 8, so 20, 22. Call it $24 with commissions. You need about 2.5 pennies away from 185. Not too bad for 11s. And then same price point for the noons. What's interesting here is, right, even just comparing it, not much extra priced in, right? So there's your 11 a.m. noon.
Right.
Excuse me, there's your 11 a.m. from 185 to 205.
Yeah.
If you want to buy that, so, I mean, if you wanted to go long, this would be a great trade, you know, to cap yourself. As in you're getting in at 186.3. The market's at 185.5. So you're only paying 8 ticks almost a premium.
Right.
And if you want to trade the noon, you're only paying 2 extra ticks to go out until noon, $15 on the bullish side. And if you want to go on the bearish side, here's your noon, 10. So you're looking at 25 versus 22. Not much for that extra hour, especially with the type of moves we see.
And what's so intriguing there is that, remember, it was the last week or the week before, the spreads were much bigger.
They were.
You know,
I had my
so the market,
radar up this morning, and 6 ticks is not bad, right?
No,
3 on each side.
The market makers are saying they're not expecting a big move here. You know, so that's intriguing, man.
Yeah.
Let me pull this baby up.
Go
so
for
we
it.
got NG.
Oh, click it up there. Nope, you got to click. Oh, there you go.
So let me see. So we're on the March contract. You're at 185.
That's right.
Oh, interesting here. Okay, so let's see. It's trying to get back inside that range. That being said, is that down? Yeah, it's down.
That's the 9:30 opening bar, too. A little bit of volatility always coming in and around the market open.
Okay, so let's go to, that's telling me it's not going to hold. So we're 185, so.
What's not going to hold for everybody?
The price is not going to hold.
In which way?
On the way up. We're
you
up
look
right
bearish.
now.
Okay,
yeah. So.
And where are we here? Natural gas. So they're looking for a decline of about 110 billion cubic feet, call it. So you'd be looking for lower prices, right?
Yeah.
You'd be looking for more natural gas, ideally.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of, let's go for minus 103, all right? What do you say?
Yeah.
We'll be looking for a little bit less of a draw than the market's expecting.
Yeah.
8 billion cubic feet. We'll see what happens. But natural gas, man, tough to find a buy on natural gas out there.
Oh, my God. This has been a downtrend for so long.
Exactly. So we'll check back at
And
10:30.
now, I mean, the bottom line is that you're going to be in March in another, 20 days.
Yes, I agree.
So-
Warm weather coming, man.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities and see what we have out here today. And we'll find out whether they get any volume in this marketplace. You get, let's see. So, Cisco come out with numbers in the bottom line. That's down $2.70, trading 47. Apple's down a couple of bucks. No big deal there. Excuse me. Roku up $1.90.
They get their earnings after the bell, as we talked about.
Kraft Heinz. Let me look.
I think they're out with numbers already.
Yeah. Now this is the dog. This is going to be another dog. KHC. That. KHC.
You have it, just GPO. Okay.
Okay. Look at that move. Holy cow. That's quite a move today.
Yeah.
Let me just put this on a longer basis. Yeah, it's been a dog for a long time. Oh, my God. So let's see. What is that? 2017, you're at $97. You're at 27 bucks. You get a high volume low at 24. So that's what it wants to go test. And let's see what they had to say.
Yeah. I mean, the numbers, it looks like. Go ahead. Where are we going?
I'm just trying to find it. Is it numbers? Yeah. Kraft Heinz sees 50% fewer cuts research spending.
So there we go. So they have fourth quarter sales 6.54.
Okay.
They had 6.89.
Look at that. Yeah.
Consensus 6.61. So under that number.
Okay.
Earnings per share 72. 84 was a year ago. They actually beat though. Consensus estimate was about 68. But I imagine there's some maybe fiscal year. What are they looking at here? If they're missing on the quarter, usually you might get a little bit of guidance towards the next. Yeah, there's your fourth quarter net sales, 6.5 versus 6.6.
And they're contracting organic revenue growth minus. They thought they were going to be minus anyway, but they're the middle of the aisle in the supermarket, right? Realistically, in the middle of the aisle in the supermarket.
It's a tough business right now.
Yeah. Natural gas, folks. Tommy and I are going to come right back with those natural gas numbers. Dow Industrials right now down 158. Nasdaq off 37. S&P's down 14. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Natural gas stockpiles fell 115 BCF.
Yeah, so more of a drawdown than the market expected. The median estimate was 111. We get a drawdown of 115. Jumping back to the charts, no real reaction. 185.7, man. Natural gas. We did get a brief spike up. I mean, barely a penny. So we're sitting right where we are, ticking downward as we speak. But 115, that number on natural gas.
Pretty amazing.
It is. And that's the one. I mean, oil, we see it sometimes just that, like, trading natural gas right now with the inventory numbers, when it's so low, it's really tough to even know that the inventory number, unless it's a huge blowout miss on one way or the other, that it'll even affect the price because it's just so low.
There's no doubt. And, you know, that was a positive number if you're a bull, but guess what? Sell it off again.
That's right.
Just no movement.
Yes, no movement at all, right?
Which is pretty
that
intense.
has to be frustrating, yeah.
And folks, as you come over to our website, we got a big night tonight. I'm Mr. Basil Chapman. He's going to be riding that wave for all his subscribers. He has a workshop tonight, webinar, from 4 to 5:30.
That's right.
Eastern Standard Time. Real easy to come into this webinar. All you have to do is test drive Basil's newsletter, which is a great newsletter. You can get it for a month, 6 months, a year, all with a 30-day money-back guarantee, and dark cloud cover. And he's talking news, folks.
That's right.
You know, he's going to put together, of course, he's a technical guy, but he's going to put together fundamentals and technicals, and I believe news, right?
Yeah, and Basil ties in, you know, fundamentals occasionally to what he's looking at, but he's also going to be looking at just the techniques that he looked at that kind of created that downturn that we had in late January. I'm sure he'll be talking about the SMHs that he was using as the canary in the coal mine, leading indicator. They've had quite a charge back.
Oh, yeah.
NVIDIA after the bell today. That'll be cool. So Basil's got the live webinar. I'm sure he'll be talking about the SMHs. NVIDIA's got earnings right after the bell. And then he'll be talking about a number of points in here. Momentary negative news spurts, momentary negative market reactions, the frequency of specific bad news headlines. When the market constantly reacts poorly to news, it begins a dark cloud cover. And identifying particular weaknesses in the market, technicals helps identify the severity of the market reaction and what technical tools specifically Basil uses to help confirm the degree of the selling that can assist in acting as a GPS on the markets. So get in there. You can start signing up for the opening call. You can subscribe 30 days, 6 months, or a year. All of those come with a money-back guarantee. I always hear you talk about it. You know, you can sign up for any of them, 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you plan on keeping it 6 months or a year, add some savings. And you get 30 days no matter what. You can watch that as many times as you want. That'll be archived, 90 minutes tonight. Basil in there for subscribers to the opening call. And if you're already subscribed, you gain access to that. You'll get an email. It's just right on your account page. And, of course, you can access the archive, whether it's later tonight or at earliest tomorrow morning.
You'll love it.
Yeah.
Let's get over and take a look at that gold contract, see what's happening inside gold. So we got caught a little bit here. Geez, let's see. We got some volume behind the move because gold is rejected. GC. There we go. So we're up 870. Oh, we're gonna have the volume. This is good.
Right at that 1580 price point.
Yeah. So you're gonna see the last 2 days. The bottom line is that you've backed down. You know, sideways movement, but you can see all day yesterday we only did 190,000 contracts as you're backing in against 349. The prior day we did 232. We're already at 208. This thing's going topside, man. So this is going to try to make a run once again for this B point, which is at 1595 up there. And this is a great day to do it because what happens is that going into the weekend, you know, gold in general, highly volatile. You know what I mean? And it's nice to see that this run is starting today. Now, what we need for gold, I wish this dollar would just do its thing, man.
It's doing its thing, all right. It's just not doing your thing right now.
It's so close. So watch this, folks, when you put this up.
It's been up for
it has
7 days almost.
And when you make this trend line, I mean, what happens, this thing is so close to getting, you know, kills me when that happens. You're just trying to make, I'm making a trend line, folks, from the lows of December 2018, you know, coming up here. And you're going to see that, and the classic here also is that what we had done is that, you know, first you broke down the second week of October. You got back inside the bigger range. You broke down the first week of December, and you can see how close we. I mean, this is pretty.
You're right there, man.
We are 99. Let's say 222 hit 99. So we're here. The bottom line is that is it going to be able to basically get on the other side of that trend line?
Yeah.
Because if you do, then hey, that will be like a false break downtown. It'll be like, okay, you can get some action here.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm sure currency-wise, and then over in the UK, you get a lot happening. They just canned
the finance minister, essentially, right?
And then
Chancellor of the Exchequer or whatnot. Right. Johnson, he quitting over, I guess. Johnson wanted him to fire the 5 people under him.
And that'd be like our Treasury Secretary.
Yes.
I mean, so it's a big number, man.
Yeah.
You know, particularly because we still have Brexit happening here.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
I'm jumping over to
hear this.
big numbers, all right? Big numbers, $165 million for the Beverly Hillbillies mansion out in L.A.
Wow.
So David Geffen owns this right now, $165 million. Bezos paying. It's got a 9-hole golf course on there. Not a bad estate in L.A. to have your own 9-hole golf course along with everything else. So $165 million. Interesting enough, right? Bezos is worth $130 billion. After the divorce, right? So to put things in context, this is, I saw one writer writing about it, 1/8 of 1% of his net value. That would be akin to somebody who is worth $1 million. Okay. So they're pretty well off, right? Yeah. They go into retirement with worth $1 million. Okay. And they spend $125
Seriously.
Or is it $1,125? It might be $1,000. Yeah,
that's crazy.
It is. It is. Yeah, it's $1,125. Excuse me, I thought it was $125. Nonetheless, $1,000. It's 1/8 of 1%. Because so why not, man? Get himself a nice LA estate.
Totally. And what's also happened, folks, this is pretty wild. That what has happened in LA and Hollywood and that whole area is that's always been the epicenter of making pictures, right? What ended up happening, let's say, the last 30 years. Is that got spread out a little because what ends up happening, all the states turn around and you get film credits if they make them in the states, and that's big money. Well, the reverse has started to happen again because of the fact of Netflix, Amazon, Apple, right? They've bought all these buildings in LA, in Hollywood. Yeah. Because they're bringing that up because the infrastructure's there, the writers are there.
Yeah, that's where Hollywood exists, man.
And so I suspect that's why...
People up and down the line, I'm sure. Right. Producers, writers, makeup, editing, everybody.
Yeah. For the amount of money that, the new companies are putting in there, that's going to stay the epicenter of, how they're pushing out this streaming on sites. Yeah. Pretty wild.
Not bad. You got to put your money somewhere, man. I'm sure that, in a state like that, one of a kind, right?
Totally. And how do you even price that? That's the thing that's so intriguing.
And only somebody like a Jeff Bezos, because $165 million, man.
Yeah.
But when you're worth $130 billion, like I said, it's like $1,000 out of $1 million when you're worth that much money. Yeah.
Pretty wild.
It is.
877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at him and see Amazon-wise where he's at.
Yeah, he's had a good couple weeks. So why not buy 160? I mean, he's made billions over the last 2 weeks. So yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
If you're in the CD market and looking for a secure investment, the Tiger First Mortgage Program may work for you. The security for these first mortgages are building lots in the Tax Opportunity Zone in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Tax Act of 2018 set up tax-free zones across the country where you can build and hold for 10 years and pay no tax on the profits, which makes these lots valuable. The investment is anywhere from $30,000 to $75,000. The interest paid is 7% yearly, paid on a monthly basis. According to Bankrate.com, the best rate for a 4-year CD in the country as of February 20th is 3.1%. A $50,000 investment at a normal 4-year CD rate of 3.1% would give you income of $1,550 per year or $6,200 over the 4-year period. That same $50,000 investment in the Tiger First Mortgage Program would give you $3,500 per year or $14,000 over the 4 years. Which would you prefer, $6,200 or $14,000 of interest on your investment? If you'd like more information about the Tiger First Mortgage Program, you can call me at 877-518-9190. That's 877-518-9190.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 167, Nasdaq's off 30, S&P's off 12.5. I thought what was interesting yesterday is that, you know, they have, for 33 years now, they have this wireless convention in Barcelona.
Yeah.
And they canceled it.
Yep.
You know, so you can see, folks, that the coronavirus has a lot of economic destruction that's also happening, because we're talking about Barcelona now. We're not talking about Asia.
Yeah. And they had all the big players out there basically going to cancel, pressuring the organizer to cancel, and I'm sure they have a bunch of people probably that come from Asia, and there's not much you can do, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, right. Man, God.
For sure.
So market-wise here, we're clawing back. Let's take a look at natural gas and see if what natural gas.
We get any movement? Where are we at? Jumping back?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we were sitting at 185.5 almost prior to that number. We're down 1 penny.
Yeah.
If you're buying both sides, I mean, it looks like a move, but we were just down at 182 and change at 2 in the morning. So pretty remarkable, though, moving down even with a greater draw than the market looked for.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But not much hope there. So let's go into the NDX 100 and
I was going to say, this would be a nice segue maybe to Apple. They're not even on the negative because we have so many movers, but Apple's down like $3, over 1% today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So AMAT's up 4.2%. Inside is up 2.2. Taken away, now this is pretty intense. Net app is down 9.6. You got Kraft Heinz off, 8%. Cisco's off 6%, and Baidu's off 2%.
Yeah.
Now, what's intriguing here is that, let's pull up Apple, is that the NASDAQ is not down that much for those couple big numbers that we just saw here,
I agree. Yeah.
You know, and Apple's hanging at highs, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We go take a look at these Qs for a second. It's like they've already rejected lower price, man.
Oh, for sure. We're sitting at all-time highs, man. That's an easy chart. How about Alibaba? They came out with their earnings. That Singles Day, I think it's BABA, B-A-B-A. I believe it was $38 billion they took in on Singles Day. I said, how many companies do that in a year, man? They're just mammoth numbers, and they're actually down on the session, though, off about
so you know what?
1.5%.
So there's been so much. Normally, every year you hear about Singles Day, and I didn't hear about it this year. So this just happened, right?
No, they come out with their earnings. So and they were talking about driven by the numbers on it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
You know, because they're saying, I believe they're saying also that, you know, that it's going to hit. Of course, it's going to hit sales growth. I mean, you know,
for sure, right.
There's no two ways about it. What was interesting, Nestle came out this morning, right?
Okay.
And Nestle, so this is pretty wild, folks. Okay, Nestle came out. and said that their second largest factory is in China, right? So picture that they said that it's going to take them a couple years to get back to the growth that they've had. Now, they're growing at 3 to 4%.
Okay.
But that's quite a statement.
It is.
You know, that it's that big.
Yeah.
And that's what they're speculating now. And this is, we're right. We could, I don't know if
things could still be accelerating. No, I hear you. Yeah.
But that is a big number, man.
No, I mean, you got a lot of airlines canceling through April, right? I heard today even schools in Hong Kong, it would make sense, but that's not even mainland China. Hong Kong closed through March. It's like, what if they just shut down schools? Where do those kids go, right? What parents, are they working? Are they not working? Are the kids, what's happening there?
That's right.
They're now pushed back in a whole months of schooling. That has to matter, right? I mean, if it didn't matter, then school wouldn't matter. Of course it matters. You know, you can't go to school for 2 months. How does that set things back in the long run? Yeah.
And well, what's going to happen this weekend? So this is going to be quite a weekend in Hong Kong. That they plan on protests at 9 different places.
Okay.
And what the protest is that they want Lam to shut down all the points coming from China into Hong Kong.
Yeah, I don't blame them.
You know, so it's going to be wild watching how this one's going to shake out. So, you know, I'm sure that, you know, well, who knows? I mean, they've had some big problems. And now, of course, what's going into play is that, okay, so the first doctor that, you know, if they paid attention to that instead of basically... I don't know if they put him in jail, but they put a few of them in jail and then they let him out.
Fined him or did something. I mean, they use their power of the government to try and squash the voice. Right.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
S&P wise. Yeah. When I woke up this morning, we were down 20. They were only down 950.
I mean, we got the NASDAQ 100, this little chart on the right. We always keep it up here, but boy, oh boy, man, we were down there at 95.11. We're now at 9,600, 90 points. That's a full percent. We've climbed it all back from 4 in the morning. And jumping over, I'm just going to jump real quick because I have the charts real quick. Yeah, there's your NASDAQ 100, man. And backing it up to where we fell off yesterday, we're now in that bar. That was the first sell-off at 645. We've now climbed back 90 points, and we're within 25 points of where we were at all-time highs in the NASDAQ 100 last night. Let alone.
And we'll go. So watch this too, folks. When you come over to the note and bond market, what you're going to see is that we have the price going a bit. The volume, though, is expanding tremendously again. So the bulls and bears here are fighting it out, but. You can see, you know, okay, so the last 2 days, we come down on Tuesday with 1.5 million contracts.
1.58, yep.
Going into 2.3.
Yep.
Yesterday, 1.7, going the same number. Well, we've already done 1.49.
Yeah.
So now you're pushing higher. Now, you have a seller up here. You know, because the bottom line, you can see you're off the highs of 130, 105.
Yep.
But guess what? You're pushing with volume, man. I mean, this thing wants higher price once again. We look at the TLT, which is easier to look at if you don't have the futures market, and you can see in the TLT, you know, we come down. What yesterday, 5.5 million. You're going into 11 million. And you know, now the TLT doesn't have a lot of volume today. It's only 1.4 million. But this whole rate structure is something else. I suspect, you know, the 1.31. It looks to me like we're going to end up going after it, man. Which.
Can we take a look at Bitcoin, XBT?
Oh, yeah.
So 10,300, down about $75 today, but it's had quite a run extending those.
Huge run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even yesterday, basically highs. I mean, you're now above where you were at towards the end of last year and into kind of this range of September of last year.
Look at that.
You were as low as 10,082, so you're $230 above it. But, man, oh, man, I don't know. It's kind of amusing to pull up that market.
No, listen, you know... What's happening in this market, too, now, I get this on the weekly. Let's see. I put it on a monthly. Let me just, because what's happening here...
you don't have to go back.
...is that, well, what I want to do is I want this trend line, man, is going to be serious business.
Yeah.
And this trend line, we're going to be approaching it, you know...
Yeah.
Another $1,000. What is it? I mean...
Will it tell you where...
well, if you put the crosshairs on it...
I'm on there. There we go. Yeah, it's not. It's give or take. It's about 11.3. I'm doing it with my. It's about 1,000.
Another $1,000.
I'm just judging it by where I am, but that's you know to get up to the top of that range. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause
I see. There you go.
It was good guess it was 11,291.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, if you break that thing, it's like, okay, man, you're going topside. Folks, don't forget, I'm Mr. Basil Chapman. Get over to our website. You can sign up right now. It's going to be a great workshop, 4 to 5, 4 to 5:30 tonight.
That's right.
Dow down 131, NASDAQ off 18, S&P's off 8. Tommy and I come right back.
I'm certain you are or strive to be one of the best at everything you do in life. It's the most common trait that we tigers and tigresses share. If you're looking to become the best of the best when it comes to managing your money, let me teach you to do what most wealth managers tell you can't be done, which is how to time the markets. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability, and for the last 12 months, Timer Digest has been tracking my newsletter signals, which have earned me the ranking as their #1 market timer in the nation for the S&P 500 for the last 12, 6, and 3 months. Timer Digest also ranks me as the #1 market timer for gold as well. The fact is, markets can be timed, and I'll teach you the exact set of tools that I use that has transformed me into one of the best at what I do. Sign up for Mastering Probability today by clicking on the newsletter tab on the homepage of TFNN.com and get immediate access to workshops where I take you step by step how to use an extraordinary set of tools as well as provide great market calls too. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my Gold Report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Basil Chapman will be hosting a 90-minute live webinar for subscribers to his daily trading service, The Opening Call, Thursday, February 13th from 4 till 5:30 p.m. Basil will host his live webinar titled The Dark Cloud Cover, an Essential Market Analysis. In this 90-minute webinar, Basil will discuss the techniques he uses when identifying market downturns using his Chapman Wave, including how he uses specific ETFs like the SMH Semiconductor ETF as a canary in the coal mine leading indicator when looking for market downturns. By identifying particular weaknesses in the market technicals, Basil's able to identify the severity of the market reaction, and this is just one of many topics he'll be covering. To sign up now for the opening call, visit the front page of TFNN.com. Don't miss out on this special 90-minute live webinar with Basil Chapman, Thursday, February 13th. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 108, NASDAQ down 16, S&P's down 7.
We're back, baby.
It's pretty amazing. The bottom line, how this baby gets in there.
Oh, I was going to go to the China car sales. Let's pull this up again.
Oh, cool.
Oh, at the top.
There it is, number 7.
Thank you. So let's take a look, because this is the type of stuff I imagine is going to continually kind of wow the markets. Auto data in China give a frightening early read of the economic fallout from the coronavirus. Not only did retail sales drop by a record 22%, but the China Passenger Car Association forecast a February decline of 30%. Who in China right now is like, I got to buy my new car this month?
Right.
You know, I mean, you don't,
right.
Let alone going to the dealership, if that's what they have there, going out,
right.
needing to have that car this month. I imagine, you know, even if you need a car, unless it's dire. Give it a couple months, man.
No, there's no doubt.
Let things sort itself out. Maybe you get a deal and a half after all of this. You know, they're consumers as well, smart consumers with their money, man.
Right.
I'm actually surprised we don't see it down even more than that. Right.
There's no doubt.
Kid, I just said school's canceled till March. Why do you need a new car?
Right.
Well,
yeah, because there's plenty of people that your cash flow stopped too. You don't know what's going to start again.
Board.
You know.
Yeah, car makers are particularly vulnerable because Hubei is China's 4th largest automaking hub. There's a big one as well. The impact of these numbers will reverberate further because they offer an early read on how much quarantines and self-isolation will hurt other sectors. So, you know, I imagine we're just going to see a continuous stream of those types of headlines as we come into the next month or two.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. Listen, folks, our man Basil Chapman, workshop this afternoon. Check it out right in the front page of the feature.
Go sign up. You can start
content.
watching those archive webinars right now. Be in there at 4 o'clock with Basil and his subscribers.
Big time. Stay right there. Think of Swim's coming up next. Then Basil Chapman, Steve Rose, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Wow! Go get him, folks.